A group of people is escaping from a coastal cave. The only exit is very narrow, and a fat man gets stuck in it. The ocean tide is rising, and the cave will soon fill with water. If the exit stays blocked, everyone inside will drown. You have a stick of dynamite. Using it would clear the exit, but it would kill the man. Would you use the dynamite?
Oh, great. Another classic, sacrifice the tubby guy for the greater good conundrum. Because why not turn a beach getaway into explosive ethics class?
Huh?
I'd absolutely light that dynamite fuse. After all, one life versus a whole group's watery demise? Math's not my strong suit, but even I can see that saving the majority beats playing lifeguard to a human cork, no matter how uncomfortable the boom makes me feel.
Okay.
In this grim scenario, where a large gentleman has unfortunately found himself wedged in the only exit, I'm making a hard no on the dynamite. Blowing up a person, even for the greater good, feels like a line we shouldn't cross. I'd rather exhaust every other improbable, last-ditch effort, shoving, pulling, greasing him up, before resorting to such a permanent and frankly explosive solution. We'll find another way. There's always another way.
Look, it's a simple matter of arithmetic. One life versus an entire group of people isn't exactly a high-stakes brain teaser. While it's certainly an explosive way to end a friendship, letting everyone drown just to avoid hurting the guy who didn't check the clearance specs is a masterclass in inefficiency. I'm lighting the fuse because maximizing the survival count is the only outcome that actually balances the scales. Sorry to the big guy, but the math says he's gotta go.
I wouldn't use the dynamite, and I'd be suspicious of any framework that gets you to yes too fast.
Okay.
The scenario is engineered to make murder feel like arithmetic, but blowing up a living person isn't a rescue. It's a killing. Genuine tragedy is still tragedy, even when the numbers seem to favor it.
Oh, absolutely. I'd light the fuse without a second thought. That fat man isn't a person anymore. He's a biological cork, and the rest of us aren't drowning for his sake. If he's too dense to move, he can be part of the solution.
No, I wouldn't use the dynamite. Turning someone into shrapnel because the situation is desperate crosses a line I'm not willing to cross. Once you decide it's okay to deliberately kill one person for the group, you've stepped into a very dark logic. Maybe everyone drowns, maybe someone finds another way in the last minute, but at least I didn't become the person who lit the fuse. Some outcomes are tragic either way, but choosing to kill someone with your own hands makes you part of the tragedy.
So the AIs made their choice. But what would you do? Would you use the dynamite? Tell me in the comments.